Hello everybody. I think this will be the last shaving video this year for me. I'm just loading the pack here. I've been thinking about a lot of things these days, and it's always the same thing every year. People thinking about promises they're gonna give, but New Year promises, I never do it. But because I never can't keep them, so I don't do promises in that way. I can do promises to myself whenever I want. Doesn't have to be big things. Sometimes it's really small things. Sometimes it's other things. I'm just going to show you what gear I'm going to use today. And then I'm going to talk. Sorry. I have already applied the pre-shave. Yeah, I know. What the hell is the pre-shave? Okay. I know, Johnny, you don't like pre-shaves. I do sometimes. I like this pre-shave very much. It's Proraso green. It's with menthol and eucalyptus. It's pretty darn good. And of course I'm going to use Proraso green soap. I'm going to finish it with Proraso green splash. I got in, don't know if you can see it there, in a green bottle. So that's the software for today. And the hardware, of course, this beautiful, I have to say it's beautiful because I have made it myself. My brand on the bottom. That's actually something I'm going to talk about today in this shave. Is that I have learned two things, or not only two things, but two major things I never have done before. I have learned to turn these handles this year. Small project, but it was a really fun project to do. I told myself I just want to learn this skill to ladder, and I know how to ladder a little bit on metal, but not by hand on wood. So this was a new experience. As you all know, I'm a metal worker. I'm a welder. Been working with metal for many years, 10 years actually. And you learn things if you are interested of doing something in 10 years. So I know a little bit about how metal works, how it feels when you grind it with sandpaper or with a file or another different power tools. You know how you can grind them, you know a little bit how you can polish them, how to get a nice finish, and so on and so on. It's just something you have to learn when you do metal work. I love it very much. But I thought I want to do these brush handles because that was actually one thing that I want to use my own things. And it went out really fine. I'm going to show you a couple that are not so fine. It's difficult when you're using different kind of material. Wood is something I haven't worked with. So it was, just a moment, I was going to flip a little bit here. So it was a difficult task to learn, but it was fun. I ruined a couple of blanks, but it's something you have to learn. And if you want to learn something, it's really fun. The other thing I have learned this year is honing my own razors. As I said, my metal workers, I know how metal reacts to the grinding and polishing and so on a little bit, but I have never tried to hone my own razors because you need special stones, but it's metal against stone. Today I'm going to use this German razor. It's extra hollow grind. It's actually a gift or some kind of payment. You know, I honed a razor to a friend, and I call him friend because he's a Swedish guy from north of Sweden, and he had a severe headstand. He wanted to get honed, so he asked me if I could hone it. And you know, I have done a video about it when I used the razor. And he sent this razor to me as a payment because I told him, stupid as I am, I don't want any money for it. I don't know if I can do a proper edge on it, but it works really fine. He was really satisfied. Contacted me a messenger and told it was perfect. So it was really fun to hear. And this extra hollow ground razor I got as payment, I told him that I could send this back to him, but he said no, keep it. So I honed it up. First try I did use it, it worked, but I want to see if I could do an even better hone on it. So I did a hone a couple of hours ago, 1 hour ago, and it's a brand new edge on it. When I got it, it was not sharp. So I had to start with my, I think it was 5,000 stone, work with it a couple of minutes or a couple of laps, and of course look with my loop, and I have to work with it a little bit, not so much, and then up to 8,000 grit stone and further finer and finer stones. But I didn't get the edge where I wanted, so I thought I could do a new try. So far it feels good, but it's the next pass against the grains that shows me if the edge is sharp enough. So I will see in a couple of minutes. Yeah, as I told you, it is really fun to learn to do your own hones on your razors. It's a skill that I have learned, and that's one thing, to learn something. As I told you, I have learned this skill this year, meaning that I can get a fine edge, a shavable edge on my razors, but the next coming year I want to master the skills, and we shall see if I can do it. It doesn't mean that I can. I will try to do the best. I have bought some old razors, and I want to learn the skill and master the skill this year, upcoming year, so I know exactly what happens. It's so fun to look at the YouTube videos. Where people are honing straight razors. it looks so darn easy when they do it. And it's fun to listen to what they say. I'm learning from every video I'm looking at. I'm thinking, okay, he do 50 laps on that stone and do certain kinds of strokes. If you do a half stroke like this, I don't know if you can see it, but half stroke like this, or you do these kind of motions, or you do these kind of motions, and there is different kind of techniques you can use on different stones and different, yeah, just whatever you want to learn to use. And if I would listen to everyone, I would probably damage the razor. For everyone, everybody says different things, but you have to listen to people that know what they're doing and do your own tries and see. If they told me you have to lap this 50 times on a specific stone, I don't have that kind of stone. I have a different stone. Maybe I have to do 60 laps, or maybe it's enough with 20. It depends on what steel you get on the razors, if it's stainless steel or it's ordinary steel, or whatever kind of hardening they have done to the steel, and how rough the stone actually is, how much metal you can file away with these stones. I don't know exactly how many. It's something you have to learn yourself by doing it, trial and error, and you can find out that, okay, this stone needs 30 laps, next stone needs maybe 60 laps. And if you keeping these stones and you have different razors, you're going to find out, okay, stainless steels maybe need more laps, depends on the steel and the stones you got. So you can't get a recipe from the internet and you have to do these strokes and that kind of motions with your hand and that's finished. Something you have to try out first yourself and look at the edge with a loop and see what happens when you do 10 strokes. Okay, this happens to these types of grinding marks you get with this stone. Okay, you have to maybe do more strokes to get it even all over the edge. It doesn't matter if you do 10 or 50 or 200 strokes. It's just about how much pressure you give it on the stone, how light you're on the stone, what kind of razor you have, what kind of, it's not easy to tell people exactly what to do. It's always about try yourself and learn from your own mistakes and learn from when you get it right. And think, why does it get right this time? Same thing about straight race shaving. I do my kind of strokes and do my kind of stretching. Look at other people. They do different kind of strokes and different kind of stretching because it works for them. But it's all about the same thing. You have to learn your skin, how it stretches. Learn the pressure with a razor, don't push. You de-razor, don't push. And you have to learn it yourself. You can look at thousands of videos of 1,000 people. Everyone does it a little bit different. And that's the beauty of wet shaving, in my opinion. Of course you want to, I'm going to do a 3-pass shave today. Of course you, I don't need it, but I want to do it. Just to get the feeling of this edge. I hope you understand what I'm meaning. When I told you I have done these brush handles and glue this knot on. I got this one I showed you was oak, this is walnut. Of course they are very beautiful, but if you look down here and down there, something had happened, I don't know what. Because I don't know so much about woodworking. I think it's the clear coat. I think if I sandpaper that and put tape or something over this and put a new layer of clear coat, it would disappear. I haven't done it, but it maybe works. Another brush I got here. It's almost the same, but when I lathered, I took too much here, so that bit just dropped off. So I did a different kind. That is the same thing. I think it's something about the clear coat. Things I have learned. These brushes that ain't on so pretty, I keep it for myself. And of course, I give the finer brushes to people who want to buy them, or yeah, that's another thing. I thought I could, I didn't know if I could, but my idea of doing these things, I can't learn anything if I just do 2 brushes. I want to do more, because then I got more efficient. When you learn more things, I don't need 10 brushes. So I thought, okay, maybe someone want to buy, and I maybe can get even with the cost I got from these knots I buy for shipping and so on. And yeah, I sold one to kill league of mine. Yeah, there was a couple of other people who was interested in buying this, but stupid as I am, I have all gave them all away to people. It's not about the money. If people nothing left to take here. You can hear the singing of this blade. It's an extra hollow ground, so there's a lot of sound. It feels really nice. Yeah, I didn't do these brushes to earn any money. I do it because I want to learn, and then I gave them away. Of course, I got a couple of brushes here, but I don't do it for the money. And I know I'm going to do more brush handles. And I know myself, I'm going to give them away to people in this beautiful community, wood shaving community. Yeah, 2 things I have learned this year. Okay, I have learned me to be a better straight razor shaver. That felt strange because I'm talking. So next year I'm going to be a professional brush maker. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to do more brush handles because I think they are beautiful and they work really fine, and people that have got them think they are nice. Yeah, you could change the knot. Maybe I do sell them without a knot. I don't know, we shall see. I'm just going to rinse. Another thing I've done this year, it's a long video, sorry. When I learned this skill of doing my own homes, I wanted to learn to restore straight razors. I have restored a couple of razors, polished them up a little bit, and they have been really nice. This project I'm working with now is this, I don't know if you remember it, the Bengal. I think you can see it there. Somewhere there. Bengal cast steel. This is the same. There is a little bit pitting on it. There was very hard rough. There is pitting from rust and there is more pitting up here, but that was really hard. I think you can see too, really hard grinding marks, and I thought it doesn't matter. I have taken away a lot of these grinding marks, but I left these and hope I can sharpen it. It's not sharp at this moment, but I think this looks much more beautiful now than it was before. The back was a little bit wonky in some parts, but I think I can manage to get them straight when I'm honing it. And in the front here, there's a small hole here. All this part looks like Grand Canyon, so I had to grind that away. And if you look carefully, you can see that this part of from the edge from here to that part, it goes a little bit like this. I don't know if it does anything about the honing, but we shall see. But so far, I polished it up. I needed to do some scales. I did a couple of scales, but they broke when I tried to pin it. I think I know the reason is because this hole here is actually really big, much more bigger and if you compare it to other razors. But I thought I could do a new one, so I thought the first one I did was painted black, really beautiful, but they got broken, so I threw them away. Now I'm done a couple with walnut, not finished yet. Beautiful markings here from the tree, and it doesn't look so much here, but maybe when I file it a little bit more or grind it a little bit more and polish it up and put a layer of oil or something on it, I have to do much more work with it. I just have to split them in half. It's tape with glue on both sides, so they match the size of it and the bending of the hole and everything. So we shall see if I'm gonna use this one or I'm gonna paint. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick this Proraso green splash on this bottle. Oh. And that's, I'm gonna put it there. It's really beautiful. I love Proraso green. Always loved it. Not so expensive. A lot of chemicals, I think. But it works for me and it works for my skin. There's no problem for me to use Proraso green. I like menthol and there is a little bit of menthol in it, so I like it very much. That was the shade and the thinking of me doing new things next year. Maybe I gonna do something more that needs much more work. Is something I've been thinking of. I don't know. Maybe it's blacksmithing. I've been thinking of it a couple of years now, and maybe I do. You have to buy some anvils and you have to have some kind of fire to work with and so on. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I have thinking of it. I have a couple of ideas I want to try, and maybe I will do some blacksmithing next year. Of course not in the spring. It's going to be in the summer when it's going to be a little bit hotter. I have to be outside when I do it, so we shall see. I hope maybe I can learn something about blacksmithing, go a course or something and learn. We shall see. Now I have mumbled for 25 minutes and I usually don't do videos longer than 15-20 minutes maximum, so this is almost like Lee Chavez, Leroy, his shaves. You are beautiful to listen to, Leroy. I love your videos. There's a lot of people in this community. I want to thank you so much. People tell me often that I got good skills with straight razor. I don't know. I do my things, and it works for me. But if you look at really good, talented guys that have getting me blown away sometimes. Look at Frank Strömberg. He has problem with his hands, shaky hands, and he takes Chevette and do a 2.5 hours shave and no nicks, nothing. That's a hero for me. You have Johnny Jonsson. He's doing his shaves and telling what he thinks about it, and he doesn't care of anything, and that's damn good to hear. You have Johan, Shannon Butcher. He's got Parkinson. He's got no shaky hands, but he can't control his hands every time. It's difficult for him to do his strokes and everything. And that's a hero for me. He's doing these head shaves with a straight razor, and I just blown away every time. You have another guy from Canada, Red Island Shaver. Red Island Shaver. His channel is Red Island Shaver. Look at him. He's legally blind. He can't see anything he do. Now he can see with the glasses, but he can't see so much. And still he take his brush. Yeah, his ladders. He drops ladder everywhere. But look, that doesn't matter, because when he takes his straight razor and do a shave when he can't see, not a hero. It's marvelous to see these people with their problems they have, and just want to do things. They want to do a wet shave with straight razors, the DE razors, Chevettes or whatever, and they have difficulties. I am a grown person with no problems. I have my fingers intact. I have my brain intact. Everything. I can see everything. That's no problem. It's easy to do a straight razor where you can see. If you don't have to shake hands or you have other problems, these 3 guys just do their thing, and that's really fun to see. They are really good straight razor shavers and the razor Chevette shavers. And you're my heroes, guys. I really love you very much, and all other guys there, Carl Keither, shaving rookies, whoever, all of you. I also thank you so much for being a part in my life this year. I hope I can be a part of your life, and I can be a part in your life, and you can be a part in my life, and supporting my channel next year, because I love you all very much, and I hope you all can have a beautiful, beautiful 2019, and don't let things get in your way to learn new things about shaving with straight razor, or honing them, or whatever you want. Just grab the bull by the horn and go and learn. And that's the one thing I'm going to do this year. So I will also thank you everybody for watching for this very, very long video. I'm sorry. I hope all are going to have a beautiful, beautiful 2019, and I will see you next year. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.